Well, a serial arsonist is setting the hills of Los Angeles on fire, and firefighters are struggling to try to find him and stop the devastation. This is the tantalizing plotline of the award-winning Red Flag Warning, a serial arson mystery. Author Kurt Kamm joins us this morning as part of our book author series. Good morning to you, Kurt.
Good morning, Danielle.
I'm fascinated by this on a lot of levels. I'm from California, and so I know all about the wildfires.
Okay.
Why did you write the book?
Well, I'm always looking for new material. I write firefighter mysteries, and I live in Malibu. And on the hillsides of Malibu, there's a lot of brush. And about 3 years ago, two guys set fire to a hillside during a high wind, and 50 homes were burned. $500 million in damage was done. 10,000 people were evacuated. Shortly after that, I had the opportunity to attend a CAL FIRE Academy for arson investigators. And I spent a week out in the field with these guys, watching them, learning how they analyze these fires, and I got a great insight into what a serial arsonist is.
What's fascinating about this book is it actually tells not one, but two stories, right?
That's correct. There's what I call the external and the internal story. The external story is about fire and about this person trying to burn down Malibu. And there are three suspects that run through the book. One is a crazy priest who claims that fires are started by the devil. One is a disaffected 911 dispatcher who wanted to be a firefighter and didn't make it. And the third is a dysfunctional kid who steals fire equipment and generally causes trouble. And then you have the arson investigator. And this is a career firefighter. He's been on the job a number of years. He's beginning to suffer from midlife crisis. And he's under terrible pressure to stop the fires, find out who's doing this. And at the same time, there's an internal crisis going on with him. Like many firefighters, this is a man who spends a lot of time away from home, devoted to helping people, but strangely enough, neglects his family and his teenage daughter, who is depressed, and he comes home one day and discovers she's overdosed on pills and has committed suicide.
The other fascinating part is who the serial arsonist is. Tell me about him.
Serial arson is a man's profession. 90% of serial arsonists are men. They're generally under 40. They come from dysfunctional families. There's usually a history of drug abuse or even sexual abuse. They are below average in intelligence, and they are born with a fascination with fire. As children, they light matches, they burn ants, they set fire to wastebaskets. As they get older, they move on to burning dumpsters, and ultimately, as adults, they're out in the wildland burning hundreds of thousands of acres.
Oh, so then it definitely progresses. Here's the other thing. We're the balancing act. It's a women's show. It's about women. And when you think of this book, you may not necessarily think of women. What is the appeal for women?
First of all, 2/3 of my readers are women. There's the marriage issue in the book. But beyond that, and I can't ruin the book by being too explicit, but there's a twist in this which really appeals to female readers.
I'll leave it to a
So
writer to leave us with a cliffhanger. Okay, Kurt, thank you so much for coming by today.
Thank you, Danielle.
Absolutely. And again, the book is called Red Flag Warning, a serial arson mystery. For more information on the book or Kurt, please visit his website. It's kurtkamm.com.